Okay, here's a 2022 framed Minnesota Carbon that you can buy as a kit. I just finished putting it together today, and I've been out riding it as a little bit of a test, a little over 7 miles. So I just want to do a quick review. You can buy this right now unframed for $16.99. Sometimes you'll get it a little bit cheaper. They had a summer sale, 15% off. So the guy that I built this for paid $14.45 for this bike. So I'm just going to go show you what you get for that price and tell you what I think of it. So we'll start in the front here. So these terrain tires, 27.5 by 4.3, pretty aggressive tire, good sized tire. I don't even know if the wheels and spokes are kind of cheesy. I don't even know if it can be set up tubeless. This guy's not going to need tubeless. If he gets a flat, he wouldn't know what to do. So I'm leaving tubes in it anyway. Something that I would change if it was my bike. It's got Level T brakes, SRAM Level T, 160 millimeter rotors, front and rear. Not bad brakes. I've got thousands of miles on Level T brakes, so that they're fine. I know a lot of people don't like them, but that's fine. So it's a carbon fork with a carbon steerer tube too, which surprised me. A lot of these carbon forks will have alloy steering tubes. The front does not have any internal routing for the brake lines, all external. So we'll go up. It is a tapered top tube, 1.5 to 1 1/8. Pretty decent bearings in it. You got to put that all together yourself. Nothing comes installed on this bike. It's a factory stem and handlebars, RaceFace grips. Not bad. They're not I don't really like them for me, but I would put a pair of PMWs on here. But what it is, not bad. It's functional. It does not come with, strangely enough, did not come with any bolts for the water bottle cages or water bottle cages themselves. It's got internal routing for the top tube for the rear derailleur, but not for the brakes. The brakes are all externally routed, which might be a little bit of an issue on a trail. If you're doing some bushwhacking, you might catch them. RaceFace bottom bracket, RaceFace crank, and it's got the cinch setup, so you don't have a spider. It's a very direct mount. RaceFace cinch comes with a 30 tooth on it. Not a bad crank, not a bad bottom bracket. Spins really nice. You can see it does have, in case anybody wanted to put a 2x for whatever reason, you can do that on there. Did not come with pedals, so I picked up a set of RaceFace ride pedals for this guy. This is going to be largely a paved trail kind of bike, so I didn't want to get anything that was going to tear his knees up. I mean, his shins. So you look, we don't have any room for any bigger tire. That's always a question with a fat bike. Can we go bigger? 27.5 by 4.3. I didn't measure, but they're a pretty good size 4.3. And that's all you're going to get in there. If you do a lot of mud riding, you're going to end up probably packing that spot right there. Although this tire should clear pretty well based on the tread pattern. It does not come with a dropper post. It does not come with internal routing for a dropper post. That for me is a down, but whatever. The seat is basically a slab of rubber mounted on a slab of plastic with what I assume to be chrome moly rails. It's fine. You know, I've been riding it 7 miles now, and it's not an issue for me. Kind of a good looking bike, kind of a flat black with the blue graphics on it. I think this would look really nice with like blue grips or maybe blue pedals, but again, this guy's not going to be too into all that sort of thing. Shimano Deore 1x10. Decent drivetrain. I'm more of a SRAM or Box guy, although Box has discontinued their 1x11 systems. And this has a clutch, so it's a good derailleur. And again, the EPKA tires, pretty good choice for a fat bike, I think. I think this is a good combination between snow and sand and riding trails. And still, again, the SRAM level in the back there. So I think that covers everything on this bike. It's actually a pretty nice bike. I've been riding it. I didn't weigh it, but it's light. It feels like a rocket ship. The geometry, I haven't checked on it. Handles really nice. This would make a great beach bike. I'm actually thinking about maybe picking one up. I have a set of carbon wheels on my Farley I could put on here. This thing would be insane with better brakes and better wheels on it, especially lighter wheels. It's got, the chain makes a little bit of noise. I don't like the chain line on it. but it is a 3mm boost direct mount chainring. I might consider putting a 6 on this. I actually had to offset the crank a little bit. It was really weird setting the chain line on this, but so anyway, that's it for $16.99, or you can get it assembled for $200 more for $18.99. That is a hell of a deal. This bike is light, it handles great, and it's got really good components, and it's worth upgrading. It's got 197 hub in the back, through axle, 150 through axle in the front, and some of the framed fat bikes they have cheaped out in the past with quick release. These are actual through axles, so this is a really nice bike for the price. Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if you see me with one of these down the road.